Hey everyone, my name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. If you like making money, just click subscribe. Ride this commodity bull market up with me and everyone else in the community on this channel. So someone was asking me chart some crypto, and I'm not really a big crypto guy. I think it's not very good at what it's supposed to be meant for. But I'll chart it. I'll chart it. I do find at least some showing these charts it relieves me that I'm not in it. And I'll show you why. And the chart, at least for Bitcoin, doesn't look too hot. So let's look at the charts. This isn't going to be a super long presentation. This is just to help people out who are in crypto. One of the chart patterns that I see is a bearish rising wedge. What that is you have an initial rally, kind of a really big move. And then over time, they call it a pause consolidation area, which is in the blue area here. And it goes back and forth in a rising wedge pattern. This is the wedge that is forming. And then what happens is, since this wedge is positioned upward, this is a slight slant upward, it consolidates up and then it breaks to the downside, called a breakdown. That's a subsequent reversal and sell-off. What I see in Bitcoin is this bearish rising wedge. This is a 1-year chart. You can see this guy coming on up, and it's contracting up and up and up, and it broke to the downside. That's why I have this arrow pointing to the downside. Now, looking at this, what I think might happen, and this is it's a very nasty trick that the market likes to play, is it'll break down, and then it's gonna come back up, and people are gonna say it's a buying opportunity. What that is it's a bull trap. It's gonna suck in bulls. It's gonna come on up. People are gonna come back into Bitcoin and start buying it, and then you're gonna see a big decline, maybe 80, 90% or 70% or something like that, where it comes all the way back to maybe even around $10,000. $10,000. I don't even know what to call it. $10,000 per unit of hexadecimals, whatever it is. $10,000 per unit of zeros and ones. That's what you own. It's not a coin, because a coin is gold or silver. It is per a group of zeros and ones. So here it is. It looks like this thing's gonna tank. Ethereum's in this upward kind of channel. Is this going to follow Bitcoin? Probably. It's just delayed behind it some. Call Ethereum silver and call Bitcoin gold in relationship to the movements. So I think if Bitcoin goes down like gold would, silver will eventually follow, or Ethereum will follow. Dogecoin, that thing's already blown out to the downside, double topping up, double top. If you were to look at this from a Elliott wave perspective, wave 1, wave 3, and then wave 5, this pulls back up and it had a double top, and now we're pulling back down, and it's going to deflate all the way down, I don't know, probably to less than 0.1. And if you look, you can see a very large move here and then the struggle to go back up. I think this is going to continue to go to the downside for Dogecoin. Here's Stellar. Stellar's in this stellar uptrend. As it goes up and up, I don't see, it's not a wedge pattern, nothing like that. Just looks like it's in this channel. Nice, good base over here. The problem is, when you move this fast, there's no real good support anywhere till you get back all the way back down here. So if Bitcoin gets knocked off its, if Bitcoin goes way down, if it does an 80, 90% retracement back to its, we'll call it like a long-term support level, this stuff I think is all going to follow. That's just going to be money rotation. Money's going to rotate out of this stuff and probably go into real good assets like commodities. I mean, that's my guess. These chart patterns, at least Bitcoin's chart pattern, does not look good. Does not look good at all. The chart patterns on a lot of the rare earth metals, commodities type stuff, they look really good. So These are much shorter term based. This is the thing that's good about Bitcoin if you're trading and these other cryptocurrencies. It seems like everything's on hyper mode. So in the commodity sector, they're drawn out. It takes years. This is like everything's compressed like way up, where you get these patterns and they develop and they move very quickly. So trading them, I would assume, would actually be pretty good if you're a trader, but inherently there's no value in these, and that's where I get stuck. I know people think that there's value, that you can fictitiously think anything of it. It doesn't matter where someone graduates from college and what their opinion is on it. Because some people say, well, this person graduated here and their opinion is X. It's like, well, I don't care where this person graduated. It all goes back down to just the philosophical debate at its core. What gives this stuff value? And there is no intrinsic value, so it's 100% based on the adoption rate, but there's no moat around it. There's nothing saying that we have to use this stuff. And there's nothing great about some of these cryptocurrencies. It's not like they consume very little energy. They're extremely secure. You can't steal it. You're out of the system. They don't know how to tax it. They don't, all this other stuff. It's not like that. At least that's from my viewpoint. That's why I like the precious metals a lot more, because you're out of the system. It's very difficult to get at. And it's basically tamper-proof. If you're, I mean, it can obviously be stolen just like this stuff can, but it provides a layer of protection and security being out of the system completely, not relying on an internet connection, something like that, or a third party that's doing the transactions. I just don't want any of that stuff. But either way, that's the charting of it. Hopefully you guys find usefulness in this charting. Bitcoin looks like it's heading down. It's going to head lower. If it does go up, it's probably going to be a bull trap, and be careful. Thanks for listening. This is Finding Value.